Right, we are live. Are we live? Not according to... We are not live according to Twitch.tv. That is very odd. Yep, there you go. We are live. We are live.
ちょっと可愛すぎたかな。自分で決めた衣装だし、堂々としなきゃ。プレゼントが届いてるよ。気にかけてくれる人がいるって幸せだよね。チーフトレーナー元気かな。あの人があんたを選んだの少しはわかる気がするかも。
That should be it.
別に見せるとは言ってない。
Back with Umamusume. And hopefully I don't need to try too hard to actually cap out Natty's wit this time around. Thank you. Like, subdued late surgers. Hell of a hint. Hesitant late surgers. Man, the late surger fans are gonna be very miffed when they face off against me in the CM. Give her speed. Wait, maxing is all you need to beat career. Yeah, there's not much to say, just standard natty run. Oh wait, this raises wit. Alright. We'll take that. Taking now that all the way to the bank. Kaboom.
トレーニングお勉強タイムお勉強タイムおっすーお勉強タイムそれ頑張りますか
Of course, I get this one. Right.
おっすー了解っと
Hint from Muteki. It's a stats. Yep. On a date.
よろ頑張りますか
And then the rest 2 turns, I just go with. Ba-ba-da-bum.
お勉強タイム
Now it's time for Unity Cup. Oh. I'm gonna have to take a plunge to it. Honestly, I don't think winning Unity Cup actually matters. Oh, we won. The only stat we care about raising is wit. As long as we can cap wit, I don't think much else matters.
お勉強タイム
Wakagoma Steaks. Let's kick Teo's ass. Never mind. That's not happening. I think losing just gives you less skill points, but in all honesty, as long as we can buy every debuff we come across, I think it really anything else really matters.
共に精進しようおっしい頑張りますかよろ共に精進しよう
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
トレーニングお勉強タイム これがあの思いの力
S medium lol. It's always the runs that you don't really care about. Feels like shit, but I have to take this hint. It didn't even give me a debuff. That's so bad. All right, give me a debuff. That's not a debuff. Oh, okay. Give me the debuff. It's trick rear. Rear. I think I want that, right? I increase fatigue for rushed runners ahead when pivoting towards the back mid race. It's only for rushed, but I guess it's something. All right. I suppose it's something. All right, we can win. We can do this. We got this. We got it. Hey, there we go. Oh shit. Okay. I'll take that one and then I'll just go with every turn after this. Oh yeah, Muteki, give me the debuff. Oh, never mind. That's a stats. One moment, I'll be back. We're at 600. We should be hitting 1200 by the end of next year. You want to pump in a little bit onto speed here, just and I'll take advantage of this and to make sure that Natty doesn't just explode and doesn't end up reaching the requirements by the end. It's date Aoi. Pikachu. It's Pikachu. Let's go for show. Yeah, I have to get a much higher placement than that. I have to get a higher placement than that. 16. Oh, am I just gonna die? I hope not. And oh, she fucking died. Alright, let's try this again. Hero's talking a bunch of mad shit about, maybe I can just complete a natty run fast, and it technically is one way to finish it fast. That is a way to finish it fast. You don't care much about the quality of your career runs. You can just take a dive every time on the mandatory Kika show race.
なんという未熟さ。今朝目覚まし時計に奥義を放ってしまったのです。夢の中で追われていた時に急に鳴り響いたもので、どうして私は冷静になれなかったのか。いや、己の未熟さを悔いて立ち止まるより未熟さに立ち向かうことこそ重要。まずは感情を制御できるようにならねば。そして技を研鑽し、いつかお化け相手でも。なんか賑やかだね。イベントをやってるんだ。
Scared of her own shadow, essentially. Muteki, muteki, muteki. And next, I'll just run a track laser run for a cafe just to get her bond up. Stamina. When in doubt, just click wit. There's not much else to say about it. Ah! Misclick. Oh my god, I haven't even locked the yaoi date in this run. Just gonna blank wit. Just throw blanks at the wit. Every wit counts.
お勉強タイム。たとえお勉強タイム。了解っと。お勉強タイム。
Eat your vegetables, bitch.
頑張りますか。お勉強タイム。
Come on, juice me up, Aoi.
お勉強タイム。これにお勉強
Oh wait, there was a hint on stamina. Oops. It's probably not. It was probably gonna be flat stats or worse. A skill I was never gonna buy. Versus the half siblings. Special week, and when the Suzuka is silence. Oh, give me the skill points this time. I'm gonna go for Wakagoma steaks.
コンディションは悪くない。
注目の2番人。
応援ありがとね。
Me lone wolf.
これにはーい。準備万全。共に精進しよう。
All right. Oh, mood up. Nice. Thank you, Saiyan.
あーやるわよ。合体ママ。惜しい。
All right. Could be a debuff. Energy plus 20. Okay. We had a debuff. Marvelous. Marvelous. Hey, there we go. My ass is not surviving Kikasho if I don't at least get a recovery skill or two. That is pretty horrifying. How to make you face that. That's completely suboptimal to buy stamina skills. But you gotta do it anyway. Or you just die. You just GG. Did I mess up much? No, not really. Actually, now that you're here, I did wanted to. I just remembered that I wanted to mention that I did finally get in this. More like I decided to bite the bullet and try to get in contact with pretty much what I would consider to be my last resort for info for Umamusume. Because I tried sending, communicated with some people that I know IRL, and long story short is that the information that's online, that's all it got. That's all they got. In terms of real life information, the only other major thing missing would be this book called Camarero en Punta, which I already know about it. A friend of mine picked it up and sent a few pictures my way. It's more about, that one's more about horse racing back in the 1950s, so it's not going to be too relevant at the time. Although it is interesting to know that there was once a point where there were multiple racetracks and the sport was a lot more, well, let's just say it was very intense for the Umas and leave it at that. Because, oh boy. But yeah. Turns out all my trust me, I've searched for months and months and months. Like, I think I've been close to a full year. By the time we reach the back half of this year, we're like already gonna be more than a year of me searching for info for all this. So believe me when I say that what I present in my everything I present in my story, like that's it. That's all we got. There ain't nothing else. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I can't tell the story with just the little information I have. It's more so that, considering how detailed Japanese horse racing is, by comparison, the record keeping on Puerto Rican horse racing is, as a fellow Puerto Rican myself, I will just speak on it as bluntly as possible. It's a joke. It's a complete utter joke. There just isn't quite as much as you would expect or want. But that's fine. I don't really It's not like like I said, I can't tell the story with the information I currently have. It's just, you know, I was considering how detailed, like I said it before, consider how detailed Japanese horse racing is. I was really looking forward to seeing just how much more there could be. I was really looking forward to seeing how much more there could be for PR, since there was this elderly gentleman who once said that horse racing in PR is the sport with the most amount of record keeping and information in the whole island. And well, let's just put it this way, the record keeping for sports in the island is really awful if that's all there. If all I found was what people over there consider to be the most detailed record keeping on the sport, on any sport, just period. Like even mainstream, like we're talking not even mainstream sports like baseball and volleyball have as much detailed record keeping as horse racing. And that's what I'm saying, like it's pretty big oofaroonie if it's a very big oofaroonie if the little I found was considered the most amount of any sport in the island. But again, I said it's not. This isn't something that is going to be a major. Like I said before, this is not something that's gonna be a major obstacle in me writing the story. Like I said, I already have the Verset Girls' main character arcs already written down, and well, not in full detail, but I know exactly where I want to take them. So everything's essentially planned out from the start. I already have the Fave arc is going to be much shorter than the Versets because it's not really good. It's going to be about a comparatively smaller amount of characters. Although it's still going to be fairly hefty in terms of content in its own right. And from there onwards, I'm not sure. There's a few ideas I would want to take after the Verset and Fave arc are done. One of them is one possible idea is a sort of prequel series about Camarero, since I mean I know about what I've mentioned about the whole thing about prequels, how sometimes not mentioning what happened before can be even better than directly filling in the blanks, since whatever the reader can imagine is probably way better than whatever I can think of. But at the same time, the 1950s PR is a very different place from modern day PR. So I think at least I think there's a lot of ways I can pull it off. Plus, it's like I said, it would essentially be like Umamusume in a very different time period. So I think there's also like enjoyment, like some stuff I can do on that level. I think it could work. Yeah, I'm still debating on that. I think one of the things that definitely helps is that Camarero's life is actually very, very well detailed in a book written by a Puerto Rican called Camarero en Punta. So I don't think I would make what I would write would be, say, an adaptation of that story. At least I personally wouldn't consider it a full-on adaptation, but it definitely would take a lot of cues from there. I would definitely keep a close eye on that for writing. Beyond that, there is technically another one I want to do that would take place closer to the 2010s horse racing era of PR, with Well, it would involve a triple crowner around the time, but it would largely focus around another horse that actually won outside of PR. One of the rare instances of a racehorse that actually found success racing outside of the island. Yeah. And I think from there I will have successfully finished saying everything I want to say with this. It would be still, even with just that, it would still be, even with just a trilogy, it would still be a lot of content because there's a lot of characters in every arc, and because I'm doing it a visual novel style, I have to consider if I want to do it like oh my fucking god, I think I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have rested before his turn. I am so bad at this game. Yeah, it's like I remember telling... I don't know if I told this in publicly or just told Juan. This is a pretty long-term project I'm running. But mapping it out in my mind, I'd say I have about a trilogy of like 3 arcs I would work on before I'd call it quits. Simply not for no other reason other than after that, I'd say I will have told everything I wanted to say with this particular world and characters, and leave it at that. I think it's important to recognize that, yeah, when like what is the upper limit you can reach when writing for a particular world, and realizing, yep, I'd say this is the upper limit. After that, I don't know. The Umamusume thing was more of a burst of inspiration I got around last year, where I really started digging deep into information on PR horse racing. And it was a whole and then it was a rabbit hole. There was a lot of info, but dude, compared to the breadth of information that Japanese horse racing has, like, dude, there are literally multiple books written on entire eras of Japanese horse racing. Like obviously there's Oguri Cap's entire generation that has so much to it that alone was the basis for Cinderella Grey. Like, then there's Star Blossom, which has a focus on the Sakura horses, but is largely about that generation of like 1993 to 1996 horse racing, which has a whole lot, especially 1995. Like, holy shit, 1995 was an insane year, an absolutely insane year on several levels. But yeah, I can write stuff here. I just want to make it clear that there's only so much. There's obviously only so much I can really find on specific things. It's not the end of the world, not the worst thing at all. I've already excused myself multiple times. I don't know why the fuck I keep saying this. Yeah, I fucked up. She should have been at 1100 by now. This natty is actively worse than my old one. This is an actively worse natty than my old one. Oh my god, don't tell me. Oh god. I'm wasting clocks on a natty that isn't even as good as the one I had before. Oh, good god. Yeah, Natty should be absolutely capping wit. I think I didn't click wit enough times in this run, which is honestly a shame because I really... I'm already hooked with all you present so far, Mother. Well, that guy want you to go for new info stories, regardless if they're not important in terms of the education future. I can't wait to see it. Oh yeah, thanks. I kind of feel the same way when I read stuff like about Umamusume or the Fate series. Like, even if I don't know enough about, say, a particular heroic spirit in, say, Fate's Strange Fake, or there's an Uma, and obviously I don't know jack about Japanese horse racing, it's still really cool the way they present it. So it's nice to know that there are a lot of people out there who feel the same way about what I wrote. Oh yeah, like thanks, man. But yeah, who knows? Like, yeah, like who knows? Maybe, just maybe, one of those old fucks over in Puerto Rico will check out my story and and go, hey, wait a minute, no, this Dice guy is a certified fraud. Everything he says is wrong. This is what really happened. Yeah, who knows? Maybe that's how it'll go down in the future. It would be really funny. That would be super funny if that's how I end up getting more information. Oh no! Oh no! I don't even have enough. Oh no! Yeah, this natty is insta glue. This natty is instantaneous glue. Holy glue. Holy glue. I don't even think I want to read the rest of this. I'm not even gonna read the rest of the skills. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what I buy. It's just this is a glue run. Brian made a Reddit post me about someone asking a question in a subreddit using alt to comment the false info, all in order to force people to correct them and give them the answers they need. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds actually like that is like I don't know if you ever saw the meme of that YouTube thumbnail of the crow with the caption "an IQ too high." That is literally an IQ. That is like big brain. That is an IQ too high for this world. People only seem to give answers just to prove their intellect, and when get angry at people spreading misinfo. But no, dude. I honestly, I can't even be mad about if someone tried that, like, because hearing it myself, that sounds hilarious. That is like actual big brain. Like the man just actually big brained it. Yeah. So who knows, man? Who knows? Like I said, maybe that will be. I won't even be mad if I get called out like that. That'll be super funny. If it turns out some old fart from PR just reads my shit and goes, hey, no, this guy is capping, all right? No, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Listen to me, guys. I was there, IRL, and I can tell you, this is how it went down. No, that'll be mad funny. I'll make a video. You know what? If that happens to me, I'll make a video on it. I'll laugh. I'll laugh at it. That'll like not at him, but like just at the specifically more like at the situation if something that insane actually is how it goes down. Unfortunately, I have to do another natty run. But, yeah, I think I just have to do more races. Yeah, I have to just do more races with her, because otherwise I just don't get enough skill points to actually get all the shit I need. Just to be evil, you need to also race a lot. You need to race a lot if you want to be evil. I got pretty close to capping her speed that last run. I mean, her wit. I got very close to capping wit. Also, YouTube algo decided to start recommending me race footage, various PRs. I watched that one race chapter 4 is based on. Got recommended Jets 1993. Oh, nice. And as well as versus Dancers 19. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like there's like a lot of footage of the versets. I remember. I think I'll mention this later on, but I actually don't remember if I mentioned this. Actually, no. I actually do think I mentioned this. Like. I actually think I remember mentioning how I remember originally looking up the information on the versets early on in writing for this series and thinking to myself, no, these characters seem way too powerful. I cannot make this like a very interesting story. They would not fit into the world of Umamusume. It's like if people were to say, dude, what if they made an anime about where Secretariat was the main character? But it's like, bro, just watch Solo Leveling. It would just look like that. But then, so yeah, because another reason I wanted to get into this is because I wanted to highlight the more lesser known horses. That's something that I focus more so on the Fave arc that I'm working with Nat. A general theme I'll talk about that more when we release the chapters for that. But a major theme on that is what happens to the Umas that aren't part of the top 1%. But then as I was writing down the Fave arc, I was thinking to myself, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be weird as fuck if I don't address the versets at some point. It's like I think I need to have something of them referenced. So I decided to look into their versus Jet and Dancer's life especially, and to my surprise there's definitely a lot of material to make a pretty compelling story, even if in a vacuum, if you were to just look at like their race results, especially versus Dancer, you would think, what the absolute fuck, dude, there's no way you cannot make these like protagonists. But no, it turns out you absolutely can with the content I could find on them. Like it can be done. Like I have the vision. Oh my god, I think this run's gonna be worse. I don't know. I'm like really early on in this run, but I'm already getting the vibe that it's gonna be worse than my other two runs. But yeah, if you got recommended a lot of versus Jets races, then you probably already have a sneak preview of like what one of Jets' main rivals are gonna be. Like, because legit, there's a rivalry in Jets' 1993 season that I remember talking about this with my brother and describing it as, dude, watching this race in real life with Jet and this other horse, dude, this probably was like Sukuna versus Gojo, but for like Puerto Rican boomers. This must have been like the most hype shit imaginable. Oh my god, yeah, this run's absolutely gonna be worse. This run's gonna be so much worse. It is not funny. I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna keep doing it because a completed run does give me points for the event. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. Also, I'm just not really a fan of throwing an entire run down the toilet, just quitting it, because again, you always get something out of a run, even if the run is complete glue, even from early on. Nature's debuffing the game's RNG just to mess with you. It means she loses like in a CB. Yeah, that Destiny is conspired to make sure that Natty cannot be above 3rd place, even in CM. Or maybe it's like you said earlier in the beginning, that maybe Natty's debuffing me, like the game itself rather. She's debuffing the game itself to make sure that I cannot get a good run with her. Which it was weird, right? Because you would normally think that getting an evil run is easier. That completing this should be. Oh my god. Failing at 10%. What the fuck is wrong with you? Failing at 10% is actually just truly an Uma moment. Yeah. I gotta make sure before this weekend ends, I actually have enough free time tomorrow. A trainer prays for the Uma to win. Goldship's trainer prays for Goldship to be normal. Jet's trainer prays for her to actually show up to train practice. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Just. Yeah, the Versets pray. All the other Versets pray that Jet isn't off riding off in a motorcycle away from school. I do want to mention one thing though, like when I didn't go into too much detail on Jet's video, but in the blog post I found on the Puerto Rican horses that went into great detail about Jet's life. It's funny because in that blog they specified that Versat's Jet was actually very obedient and calm and would always like wake up early for training and would never disobey. Which, you know, you would think, well, that sounds pretty different from how you wrote Jet. Dice, why did you write Jet like that then? Because, allegedly, I cannot independently verify this, but at the same time, I have a hard time imagining this guy would spread misinformation like this. There is a streamer that mentions that his grandpa actually helped raise Versat's Jet and Dancer when they were yearlings in Puerto Rico back in the early 90s. Yeah, there's a certain internet streamer, pretty big internet personality. And literally the first thing he says that his grandpa told him is that Jet was an asshole, a grade A motherfucker. And look, I'm gonna be honest, as someone who was spend 30 plus years living in Puerto Rico, I'm gonna keep it a stack. This whole concept about it's pretty common for big like public figures to have a squeaky clean image. You know, people try to hype up local Puerto Rican like public figures as these squeaky clean figures, but anyone who actually knows a lot of them end up knowing that nah, they have a lot of dirty laundry that makes them, you know, not exactly the type of people you want to root for, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's pretty common because they want to make sure that any like local legend or anything is seen as Oakley dokley, you know, that no one feels bad or for like liking them or ashamed because they might not have a clean track record. So this whole concept about them, so if you were to tell me that Jet really was an asshole all along, and after Jet was winning a lot after Jet became a local legend, that people then tried to rewrite history and try to say, oh no, he was actually always a good horse. Actually, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, I would not be surprised. That's just because that's just part of course for a lot of people there. To like whitewash the uglier side of history. Now, obviously, just for the record, that's not exactly something I would really cover, since at least like the whole whitewashing Jet might Tazuna you for revealing the truth. That is sick. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, it's But yeah, in case you want, yeah, just throw it out, just as a PSA, in case anyone out that you or anyone out there listening to this in the present or future may be wondering. No, I don't think the whole whitewashing history is something I would tackle, because it's, well, for starters, that gets into the more social political aspects of PR, and as you know, one of the things we are not allowed to do with Umamusume, aside from porn, is bring up social political problems. You know, you're not exactly gonna have, you're not exactly gonna have write a story where an Umamusume talks about her critical race theory or anything insane like that. You know, so yeah, just try to keep everything like clean and wholesome. Clean, wholesome, but intense sports series. Like, that's it doesn't have to be anything bigger than that. Like, and I'm fully aboard with that idea. It's just something I wanted to at least it's just at least something I wanted to address on the side, just to inform that no, yeah, there were a lot of that, in case anyone wonders like why I might not cover like this or that about a certain character, then now you know why. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, I'm not allowed to enter the Takarazuka Kingdom because I literally don't have enough fans. Shit. Yeah, I think I need to participate in a lot of these races, like miscellaneous G1 races, because if I don't, I literally won't have enough skill points. Oh my fucking god. Okay, scratch that, never mind. The evil natty runs are not working out exactly. I thought this was gonna I thought this was gonna be easy. I was told this was gonna be easier. Why is this not actually easier? I was bamboozled. Now I'm here sweating my nuts out for a character whose entire purpose is making other characters lose. It's not like I don't like the evil playstyle, but it's just that I'm sitting here thinking, dude, I'm putting in so much time and effort on a playstyle that do I really feel this strongly about it? Do I really feel this strongly about it? She wants to be a good, not evil nature this time. Yeah, yeah. Probably. But yeah, this is just one of those things where I just don't know if the effort I'm putting in is really gonna be worth it in the end. Because God knows if I'm gonna be able to debuff any of the Oguris and the Valentine's Bourbons and plenty of front runners that are all running on capped wit or near capped wit, and or their stats are gonna be so inflated that even when getting debuffed by multiple debuffers, they still accelerate to the max and just annihilate the competition. At that point, I genuinely think I would be having more fun if instead of doing all this, I would just run a third ace and move along with my life. Which is why after this, regardless of how this run goes, I'm simply gonna run a Manhattan Cafe run in addition to try to get a better one than the current one I have. I also want to try to reach Bond 8 so I can finally read through all of her Bond events in one go, because I don't want to read Bond events until I have everything set up. I believe I've already read Tachyon's. I gotta check. Yeah, because I do vaguely remember reading all of Tachyon's Bond events on stream a while back. This is so fucking bad. No, but it's very unfortunate that I have to do all this not scheiße. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, it's worse. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna run it, and I'm just gonna do one clock. And if she doesn't place, I don't care. I'm moving on. It's one clock. She doesn't place. This is insta glue. Okay, she placed. Okay, that's good enough. In my book, that's good enough. Oh, I have an offense for the Ari McKinnon. I was thinking of maybe running this anyway, though. Yeah, just to get at least another. Wait, why the fuck are you recommended Copa República Argentina? No. Go home game. You're drunk. I don't want to run that. Everything you got at it. Become marvelous. Actually, speaking of like the 1995 horse racing season year in Japan, I believe Star Blossom is just about to cover that. I don't know if they've started covering that in the Japanese volumes. I know the Japanese volumes are covering the Bakushin's side of the story for now. But yeah, like the 1995 season is like, if it's portrayed even remotely accurately from what I've heard, then that's gonna be an entire arc in Star Blossom that's just gonna be pretty depressing. I mean, just for a recap, in case y'all don't know out there, that 1995 was the year Rice Shower just kicked the bucket. And that's just one of the many things that go down in that year. Now, I don't know if that's where my question lies. I don't know how much they'll do with that idea because, you know, while we have seen Suzuka's final run being depicted in some capacity in Umamusume related media, I don't think any Umamusume media has touched on Rice Shower's final run. They've alluded to it, of course, in both the main story and in her career mode, but they haven't actually had one where, like, you know, like Suzuka's final run where, like in the first season of the anime where she actually falls over and she actually fucks up her leg and it's like a whole thing. Yeah, they've never done any, I don't think they've, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've ever done anything like that for Rice Shower. So whether or not Star Blossom is gonna be the first time we see that, I'm not really sure how about that. For what it's worth, I don't think they've really shown off enough of Rice Shower in Star Blossom to get us invested when the bad thing happens to her. But at the same time, you could argue that Rice Shower is one of the more popular and well-known characters of the series, that you don't actually need that much introduction or focus on her, since even the more casual Umamusume fans will likely be familiar enough with her that when the bad thing happens, they'll still be very invested in it. On that same note, the bad thing that happens to her is really fucking bad, so I don't think they're gonna Suzuka her. Yeah, there's also the argument that, well, yeah, they probably just don't want to Suzuka her anyway, because that would just be like, that would be really depressing, especially. I'm not sure if they'd actually go through that. But yeah, but that's just one thing. Like, there's like a whole slew of crazy nonsense that goes down that year. And it would be pretty ballsy if Star Blossom actually goes in great detail about everything that happened. But yeah, like, would they do that is the million-dollar question. Oh boy. This is truly, this run is truly one of the runs of all time. I don't know what else to say, man. This is truly one of the runs ever. I mean, look at that face. You don't want to see her get... You don't want to see her get fucked up, do you? Not exactly nervous or anxious, but I hope that what is now today goes smoothly. Gotta go do driving practice, which likely means going outside of the comfort zone and going into 50-mile-per-hour lane and changing lanes. Gotta wrap up my final run and start working on it. Oh man, good luck on the driving stuff. Yeah, I know that the driving learning to drive is unfortunately a mandatory skill in big USA. So it isn't really an option because this isn't like Asia where you can get away with not doing it. No, we have to. Like we have to do it. So really good luck on that, man. It's like it's gonna be scary at first. It's gonna be pretty crazy, and after you finally get your driver's license, it'll probably still be pretty scary, but ultimately it's just way too important to not have. Like I think learning to drive is probably more in America is probably more important than having a college degree. Because the fuck are we supposed to do without not being able to drive in with the public transportation system being what it is? Whereas even without a degree, it's still possible to actually have a successful career. It'll be significantly harder without one, but it can be done. But yeah, that's just me going on a tangent about driving and shit. But yeah, good luck on our finals projects, which I assume are also part of that. Yeah, you know, the process to getting a college degree, I mean. Don't worry. We got this. We got this. Watch. Boom. Of course. Please give me a great mood. There you go. Thank you. I think it'd be scary when after getting my I start driving without dope settings oversight to help, even if I got this. As like I said, at first when you're just at the scariest part, in my opinion, is after you get your after I got my driver's license. I mean, and I remember my dad telling me, "All right, you're good enough, bye." And I had to drive alone. But ultimately, once you get the hang of it, it becomes significantly less scary. I'm not saying you will stop being. Oh my god, Natty, lock the fuck in for once. There we go. Okay. I think I still fucked up the run because she's not gonna cap out in wit here. She's not gonna cap out in wit, and I'm pretty sure I have significantly less debuffs than I had in my previous run. I haven't fully checked, but I'm just making the assumption based on the amount of skill hints I didn't get. Yeah, she hadn't even hit 1,000 wit. Fucking course she's not gonna cap wit here. Even if she gets, what, like triple rainbows? Yeah, this is a single rainbow. Yeah, there's no shot. Yeah, genuinely, I'm not having fun trying to do the evil run, so I'm just gonna say fuck it and just run the one I already have.
11番私も言っちゃったのよし
I recognize that the one I already have isn't all that great, but at this point, I generally don't care. I just want to be done with this.
18番
I would rather just be bond farming cafe. Fuck, just so I can read her story for once. $1100 wit. 1100 wit. Let's see. Bird petter. Let's see, guys. That it? That it? I think I am concerned about is finish matter finals. I'll tend to it early so I can start my summer break early, and I said doing good enough. Yeah, now I'm scared that. Oh man, you get. Oh man, you get to start your summer break early if you finish your final. Ah, dude, nice. Nice, you gotta finish up then. It has to be at least a B average to pass the class. That's B average to pass the class sounds insane. Normally, where I've studied, it was usually a C, or they don't even, or the more recent classes I've taken, they don't even give you a specific grade. They just go, oh, okay, either you did it or you didn't do it.
前線の期待には応えられたかな
Man, getting that last bond level sounds so shit, though. My natty's at bond B, and even that's not enough. I mean, I know it's based on fan count, so if I were to do track blazer, it'd go by way faster.
達成確認を忘れずになイベントミッションはこちら一流のプリンセスを目指すなら
Playing team trials 40 times to get more points, but let me see.
超限定ミッションちょっと可愛すぎたかなうん
Oh, shit.
ねじろ家のみんなは堂々としててすごく立派でしょ私とは違うの
I don't want to do that. Okay, let's take a look. See.
いい思い出ばかりじゃないから
Yeah. In case you're wondering, yes, these are the handmade chocolates I got from this year's Valentine's Day. I got Suzuka's, Maru's, Maya's, Cafe, Tachyon, Ayabe, and Dover's. Funny because if you see Maru, I specifically got the Summer Maru one. Yeah, most of my bachelor's classes require C minimum grade. Now almost all my master classes require B minimum. The usually not the trouble leader. I mostly pass with A average. Oh, holy shit, master class. Oh, you're playing on a harder difficulty than I am. Your hero is shooting this shit, talking like from playing on easy mode. You're playing on expert mode. Nice nature this. Wait, where's Cafe? Where's Cafe? Ah, there we go. Yeah, this is stars. So she's at the tippy top. She's at 5-star now. Oh, yeah, right. She's 5-star now. And the previous cafe ace I made was when she was 4 stars. So, right. I need to actually rebuild her now that she's in a much higher star level. I actually completely forgot about that. Okay. Let me look up in Uma.moe because I need to get a parent Maruzensky. An OG parent Maruzensky, I mean. Because allegedly, Redshift is kinda good for this CM. Let's see, Cafe as my target. Let's see, Maru. Oh my god, are you for real? Are you for fucking real? Oh wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm tripping. Hold on. Parent filter include Maruzensky. OG base Maruzensky. Inheritance factors. Let's go pick up power at 6 stars. Add another blue factor. Let's try yes. Try stamina. 6. Add another blue factor. Let's try speed at 6. Pink factor. Let's try. Yeah, let's try the medium. Let's try to like cap out. For mile, let's try like 5. No records found. What the fuck? Let me just kill everything. Okay, let me see here. So we have a hit. 5-star power, 2-star stamina. From an S+ Red Maru. Okay. And, oh yeah, we also have a Maru with a Bourbon and Seiyun Sky parent. Grandparent, I mean. Actually, let me just grab... Actually, let me grab that one, actually. Hold on. Let me grab that one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one if I have the patience to train another front runner, because if I'm being honest, I don't really think I have the patience to train the front runners. It feels so bad. It just feels so bad trying to roll for groundwork on top of all the other bullshit, because rolling for groundwork, you either have to use the Smart Falcon card, which is suboptimal, or you just have to pray to the 3 goddesses that you just inherited. That you quite simply just need to land on the RNG that nets you it. And if you don't get it, then congrats, buddy. You have to get out of there. You're not, your ass is not reaching heaven. 56 wins? 56 undefeated wins? Dude, this person played the real Camarero Simulator with Maru. Holy shit. I was just joking, but no, this guy actually deadass played Camarero Simulator. That is insane. That is actually insane. Which one of you was it? No, it was not you. I think it was you. Right? Power, stamina, power. Medium, medium, medium. I wasted 2 borrows today. Heck. C-Mile! C-Mile! Oh my gosh. Heavens to Betsy. The fuck, man. Pink factor. $16 G1 wins. Ah, yes. Just the way I like it. I'm trying to look for it on the other website, by the way. Wait. Oh, wait. 16 G1 wins? Wait, no, that's still good. Hold on. I think that was... I thought that was just total number of wins, but no, I think that is just straight up... Yeah, no, okay, no. I get it. I see the process now. See, the problem with this Crack Blazer is that if your Mile and Medium are not an A, then your ass is cooked. You're not building a good ace without Mile and Medium being high up. In fact, the Mile slot seems even harder because if you have B Mile, then as the great Seriru once mentioned, everyone explodes. Oh boy. The things I do. These are the things I do just to make sure my Oshi doesn't explode in the next CM. 1% chance, 99% gamble. Oh man, this guy knows what he's talking about. How many wins do you got? 53 wins 49. That's fine. That's fine. B Mile. You know what? We take that. We take that. You know what? I'm taking that. Because we are not in a position to complain right now. Where's Late Cafe? Late Cafe. There we go. Right, so we got 10, 15, this is 25, this is 30. This is... I believe it was... Well, yeah. 12. Yeah, but the point is I reach a high enough race bonus. Yeah, the other thing is just how important race bonus is. I thought it was kind of cool at first, but now it really fucks up the type of deck you want to run. Because this card is severely held back by the fact that you have to run, that it's a race bonus 5. If you didn't have to worry about race bonus 5, this card would be a must-have in every deck. But, which, as a free-to-play card, is pretty good. But, yeah. And not having these, and it also makes, yeah, having high race bonus also means that these cards that are not capped, having non-capped cards now suddenly becomes way more important than ever before. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. I gotta check the timeline. What of Umamusume, of the Umamusume game? When are we getting the last chapter of the main story? Because that's been honestly that has been. Honestly, probably the most hype content that I can look forward to. Obviously, there's other stuff to look forward to in this game that's coming up soon, but genuinely, I've been one of the things that really kept me going is knowing that the later story chapters get really good. Well, I believe if I were to look at the timeline of when characters come out, it should be around the same time as the Supreme Commander Special Week, right? Because I got, oh my god, I got Shining Stars, yes. But yeah, I believe it should be around the same time as Supreme Commander Special Week's release, because I believe that's a reward if you beat the final boss of the main story with the best in Japan skill that you get from the Team Serious card. I could be wrong on that, but I'm fairly certain that's how it goes. Give me the speed! That doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, we have 300 power. We just need to boost her speed, and she should be good enough for the mile races, even with the B in mile. Oh, thank you. You're great. Oh, nice. Oh, I almost forgot to record this. Oh boy, that would have been that would have been pretty bad. Stay sharp. Oh yeah, wait, we have one more race. Never mind. We got this. Stay sharp. Nah, give me speed. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Now we have to start doing recreations if we want to make it on time. So I believe it's like you, and you that give energy. So I'm just going to do the rice shower event. Oh, it's a 40 stamina. All right. Wait, why did I buy the +3 ones? Oh wow, my brain is so cooked right now. Oh, she's winning every race for now. Speed and guts. Charming. No charming. That's fine. Where's 20? We're gonna dump a 20 here. Oh, there's no rival racer. I still want to run the medium because I have the much higher chance of winning this one. Damn, already C in power, and we're still in junior year. Yeah, this is gonna be solid. I can already tell this is gonna be this may be the run, boys and girls. This might be the run. I don't want to jump the gun, but it is what it's looking like. Mile G1, all stats except width at double circle versus the car. Oh my god, are you for real? Okay, no, this is winnable. Okay, no, this is winnable. This is winnable. Wait, go back in. There we go. See, do it. Told ya. It's winnable. Give me energy. No, that was. I thought that was the energy event for some reason. Give me the boost. There we go. I don't have to spend the other one. We just spend this hammer. We run the stakes that are hopeful. Versus Dabby horse. Are you for? Oh, on neck? Nah, redo it. So the bad thing about trying to get inspirations for mild to get mild but boosted means that you have lower odds of getting an inspiration on medium, which means that your medium will definitely not be an S, which means you now have a much higher likelihood of losing against the people that did get medium S. Especially if what I've heard about this next CM is correct. S medium is a very, very important threshold to hit. All right. What do we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have. Let's see here. You just save winning ticket for one of the last ones. So we just go to. Alright, to Brian here. Oh yeah, Kyoto is the one that has the rival racer, so I'm gonna tackle that.
注目の一番
Oh, and TR's gonna suck me off. There goes my last bit of energy.
お疲れ様ですトレーナーさん本日は何を交換しますか影に飲まれてしまいそう
Oh, we got 20. Okay, free plus 20 energy. Okay. I'll take that all the way to the bank.
ここはあの影に近づけているでしょうか 影にお疲れ様ですトレーナーさん本日は何を交換しますか
I don't think I need the wit. I don't think I need the wit scroll.
ありがとうコーヒー
I can afford to let that go.
注目のあの影に近づけているでしょうか
Doing pretty well. That C power early on is coming in handy. Wait, stamina, that would be something I would want to get. Gold, 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 gold. Mine, 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 mine. That is not a medium S. That is most definitely not a medium S.
お疲れ様ですトレーナーさん本日は何を交換しますか
Two.
さすがとコーヒーを一杯飲む時間をください影にのあなたが大丈夫
I also really hope during my summer break technically ends on May 20. Technically ends on May 27th with the start of summer semester. I'm only taking of the lock-in during my summer break till it ends on May with the start of summer semester, but I only take one class, so hopefully it won't take away that much time. Yeah, I'm also looking into taking summer classes myself. Probably won't be that much though, since I'm trying to not blow myself up with too many classes.
コーヒーをお
and when we all explode due to stress.
影に覆われてしまいそうです。コーヒーを一杯。
ここは負けられない。
影が早く駆け抜けました。
Oh, what, by a neck? Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, energy plus 10. That means I don't have to spend anything. There we go.
影にの
Just drop a gold hammer. Versus the Dobby horse herself. In the Derby.
ここは負けられ
Hey, speaking of Derby, the Kentucky Derby happened earlier today, and oh my god, Cafe, please lock the fuck in. The Kentucky Derby happened today, and it was the first time I watched one of those live. I did watch the Breeders' Cup last year. Forever Young won that one. And I believe the horse that won the Kentucky Derby this year was Gold Triumph.
影が早く駆け抜けました。
Yeah, it's like Gold Triumph, Golden something. I don't remember the name very well, but basically the would-be Japanese champions entered into the Derby this year did not win. Pretty sad because I believe the Bourbon horse, that one was doing pretty well up until the end. Until all the pace chasers just started clustering up and, well, it just wasn't really winning, was just something that he was definitely not going to do. Yeah, overall pretty cool. I think the I would say though that in terms of horse racing coverage, I think the way Japan conducts itself is definitely a lot better than the way the USA does.
お願いします。
Can't say I really was too interested in the way the US say horse racing coverage has been from the ones I've seen.
竜
I mean, maybe it's just my inner weeb talking, but yeah, just the way I think Japan has it figured out when it comes to the way these events are covered.
星々
Oh, holy shit! Wait. Oh, shite. Golden Tempo is the winner. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was Golden something. Yeah, I knew it was Golden something, but I wasn't remembering very well. It was like Golden Triumph or like Golden something. Yeah, I also heard that the jockey for Gold Tempo was also won the Kentucky Oaks yesterday. That's pretty cool that bro went back to back. I'm not liking how this is set up. I don't have a whistle, but in all honesty, the whistle has been so ass that trusting on the fucking whistle for the end here doesn't feel like a good idea. Yeah.
わかりました。 お願いし
Niigata Kinen. Okay. We gotta set up Niigata Kinen. And for here, actually, yeah, we go for all-comer. Either all-comers or Saint Light Kinen. Depending on which one's available. We go to special. Go that, and the mild championship, and then Arima Kinen.
竜に翼我が
ここは負けられない。
あの影に近づけているでしょうか。
Whew. Oh, we got more stamina refills. Nice. Miracle Spice.
影に
Okay. Let's go for the all-comers.
ここは負けられない。
あの影に近づけているでしょうか。 ただいまセール中です。ぜひ交換していってください。影に飲まれてしまいそう。
Oh my god, this feels pretty bad. But racing is not an option at this state. I think I want. I don't think I. Yeah, I'm not wasting the a refill on that.
やってみます。
Oh, it landed 37%, and we still got it.
コーヒーを一杯。
Let me see. We dropped. Okay, let me check first. Oh wait, we got double circles on everything. Double circles on everything. All right, game. I'm gonna trust you. All right, Tazuna, I'm gonna trust you. You wouldn't just lie to me like that, right?
注目の一番に
Right? I didn't actually need a recovery skill for this, right?
影が
There you go.
駆け抜けました。 影にただいまセール中です。ぜひ交換していってください。コーヒーを一杯飲む時間。
I'll be yapping about Nipote on the lore video upon making it, but an disintegrate counterbar isn't getting obnoxious. So I'll have the darn thing finish it. No, go ahead. I generally think it sounds pretty interesting, at least what you've told me. Like whenever you get the video done, I don't know when that would be or if you have an estimated release date for it, but if you ever finish it, feel free to send me a link to the video through like a direct message through any of the social media apps. I usually go to like Instagram or whatever. I don't know. I try not to spend too much time in social media, so I won't see it likely as immediate as I probably should. But I am interested in seeing the finished product at some point. Because like I said, okay, it's like I said earlier, learning about all these Japanese racehorses and how their life went down is generally pretty interesting. It's I was planning on making a video where I talk about Umamusume. Like it's gonna be a video on the game in general, but I was also gonna touch on the story of the game and a bit of the story of the anime. I was planning on talking about it, where I was gonna mention that it's essentially that Umamusume essentially is to me like the Fate series, but a lot simpler to give it credit, because Fate does have a oh my fucking god, what the hell happened here? Yeah, so the Fate series has a reputation where it's like this extremely complicated, massive franchise that you need a PhD in world history and legends just to even begin to understand it. It's really not, but I like to brag about me being able to understand everything as to flex my intellectual superiority on it. But whereas Umamusume is within that same vibe, but it's a lot. Oh my god, what just happened? What just happened here? Oh my god, I got thrown off. Right, so Umamusume is like that, but it doesn't really. It's nowhere near as complex, and it's something that I think a lot of more people have gotten into compared to Fate, because it fulfills a very similar niche while delivering on something that is, I believe, a lot more relatable compared to I guess saying horse racing is more relatable than world history is weird as fuck, given the cultural implications of what the Fate series has to offer as a brand. But it is easier to get into like the lore of at least from what I've seen and what I've experienced, it is easier to get behind the lore of a racehorse than it is to say the lore of some his mythological figure, that even if they might be quote-unquote mainstream knowledge in some part of the world, if you're not already intimately familiar with them, then they're just gonna be like another character. Yeah, but whereas the horse racing vibe is essentially like a sports anime, there's gonna be times when they are on a winning streak, there's gonna be times when they lose and it's pretty dramatic, or there's gonna be times where they win a lot and it's still pretty dramatic because of the implications that victory carries. There's a lot you can do with the concept. So it's pretty interesting, especially like I mentioned, where one of the reasons I wanted to do Umadromo like focused on Puerto Rico is because I wanted to explore that the concept of like what happens to the Umas that aren't part of the top 1%. And Nipoteo, from what you've seen, yeah, it seems like a horse that was pretty great in his own right, but ultimately did get overshadowed by, you know, the Oguri Cap generation, which just absolutely demolished everything in terms of publicity. The 1989 generation just couldn't compare to like Oguri and the gang. So anyone else? Yeah, not much of no. Kale juice. Quenchiest. Well, we don't have any more clocks available, so if we lose any other G1, that's it. Our odds of having a good ace dramatically go down by a significant portion. It is now that much harder to make a good ace. It's this late in the run with this level of RNG that Track Blazer does become a lot more infuriating. Like, I personally still have a lot of fun since I'm not super sweaty when it comes to the PvP aspect of this game. I just do it, and if I perform well, then great. If not, then whatever. It's not what I see as the main focus of this game. At least what I'm personally looking for But I can see why people would see it as a major demotivator for wanting to continue to play, which is why I get it. If you're getting burnt out and you decide to take a break or just drop the game altogether, like, I totally get it. Oh, become charming, but we already have high friendship, so that's right. I aim to have it done by 4 by mid-August. Since August 16 this year will be 10 years since Sleep Potato's passing, so I want to prepare in time. Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, nice. For my thing with Umamusume, I don't really have any specific time limit. I want to finish or have everything on time. Releasing the last chapter on the anniversary of Versus Jet's birthday was completely by accident, and I would have missed that detail had you not mentioned it. But I remember thinking, wow, it's really cool that I know that the contents of the chapter probably aren't like very appropriate, I would say, for celebrating like Jet's birthday, but it's pretty cool. We managed to release a chapter, even if it's by complete accident. We still managed to release a chapter for a milestone like that. All right, what can we buy to make sure Cafe drags her ass past the finish line? What can we do to make sure that this becomes a whole lot easier? Naturally, I'm gonna need some recovery skills. Fortunately, the only one I have is corner recovery. You can tell that's a problem, especially since the other run relax. I don't think this is very good, and it's very expensive for what it is. Long is useless in the upcoming Derby CM. Tokyo Race Course is pretty good, but not in this specific Tanosho Spring race. Alright. I guess we just have to pray. Wait, triple circles on it. Wait, double circles on everything. Never. Oh, well, wait, never mind. Maybe we can make it. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Fuck me for believing in hope. We got standard distance too. Like, unironically, I might want to boost my guts just to make sure I hit the 1600 threshold. I believe it's if your stamina and guts have to equal 1600 to survive the derby, as well as having a few recovery skills here and there, just in case any Mr. Funnyman decides that walking into the derby with some debuffers, it sounds like his idea of a fun time. $13. It only costs 13, so I might as well grab it just in case some really bad RNG decides to screw me over late, and I feel like I blame myself for making a poor decision just to erase potential mistakes. Okay, that makes the double mile 1. Oh, we got Kale Juice. Nice. Gives us energy, I believe. Want to buy both of these. Bum para pa para para pa pa para ra 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 da da. 17th place. Damn, Opero really fell off. More Kale Juice. Okay, I'm gonna buy all that. All those 3 that just showed up, I mean. Okay, so I want this. That. Yeah, I believe that's it. I don't think I want anything else. We introduced the speed scroll. Oh my god, this is bad. This is pretty bad. Alright. I guess we gotta use the first one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is pretty bad. Like none of it's going to speed. There's no one in speed actually. I can't even pretend to train speed. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Good beggars. We are at the stage where we, the beggars, are disallowed from being the choosers. We have to take what we can get. What we can get is booty cheeks. Go Nigatakinen versus Hamamocross. I believe the Tenno Show Spring. I think I missed it actually. Gotta check. Either tonight or it was on. It's on Sunday, and I haven't missed it. That one I do want to check out. I don't remember if Japan has any races that are public. Oh my god! Don't tell me that NTR isn't gonna finish. Holy shit! Not being able to finish. I mean, this run already wasn't very good, but not being able to finish Even NTR's event is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Holy shit, that is pretty bad. Stay sharp. Oh, we mustn't be careless. NTR is gonna suck me off and give me the big firm skill from Force of Menace. I guess these two are fine. The Silver Hammer and Speed, Ankle. Okay, we drop the Silver Hammer and we go for Tenno Autumn. Let me check really what my training items are. Well, I got Kale Juice and the mood, so I have enough to refill my energy at the very end if need be. Not enough hammers in this run. A lot of not enough of a whole lot of things in this run when you really think about it. Like the fact that I'm not gonna be able to cap speed at all. Pretty bad. Oh, this heat trap. Hate to see it. Alright, I have a plan. I have a plan. Another direction. There you go. It worked. Oh, we got a cupcake. Nice. The very end of the run, too. Race fatigue. Important. Oh shit, okay. Give me 1 second here. That. There we go. Apply one of these. Your passion, Team Serious. Nice. There's your recovered. Versus Inari 1. Stay sharp. Yeah, so many hammers at the end. Almost taunting me like, hey, if you were ballsy enough, you could have had these. Personal guaranteed, I would have had more gold hammers at the end in the first place. So being prudent is a lot more important, I would say. Yeah, I gotta go all in on speed here, or I can't even pretend. I cannot even cope that she'll be any good at the end. If I don't at least take this chance. Oh shit. Oh yeah, no, thank you. That is good. That's actually really good. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Yeah, thank you, game. The whole ass run for a speed training that good. Took the whole ass run for that to happen. If we had more of those, we probably would have actually hit capped out on speed. And who knows, maybe we would have capped out on power too. Yeah, we had to take the chance anyway because no matter what, she was never capping out on speed. And if I used the Kale Juice, it would have gone down to good anyway, which would have affected the amount of training she would have gained from that. Ultimately, there was just nothing I could have done there that would have made it not suck other than just take the 30+% chance. I just hope it worked. Is it working? What it was about the only thing I could have done. S plus. Actually, I'm gonna check right now. What do we got? Cafe. How much more until she reaches spawn 8 though? Can't be that long. I've done a lot of cafe runs.
でしょ。私とは違うの。あなたとウマ娘のお話はとても興味深いですね。
Okay. Let me at least read the first few
あ
ones.
なたは私の普通をありのままに。
Let's just read the first few ones at the very least, since I'm pretty close to it anyway. I'll definitely get it the next time I stream this game. Can you believe in that which you cannot see?
やっぱりあなたは早いね。私ももっと頑張らなくちゃ。
That which is only beheld in the eyes of another.
お友達に追いつけるように。
Who exactly are you? Well past dusk when I realized I'd forgotten my phone somewhere. Probably set it down while focusing on watching some training sessions around the academy today. I jog back to where I assume I left the thing, and I'm reassuredly greeted by a flashing low battery light. Oh, thank God. Heh. Fun. Can I jump? I don't expect to hear anything on the track at this hour, let alone laughter. Someone really out there training right now?
大丈夫。まだ走れるから。もう一度。何度だって。一緒に走るの好きだから。
Just, who is she talking to? Certainly no one around besides us. I know that it's quite dark out, but still, it gets strange. I approached the lone student when... Whack. What? Feels something has rammed into my shoulder. Can't see anything in the vicinity, however. Right, I am pretty exhausted after all. But a girl talking to someone who isn't there, and then myself colliding with some kind of invisible force. The night air isn't the only thing giving me the chills, which is probably just my imagination running wild.
私も全力で協力する。一緒。はい。私どうしてもトゥインクルシリーズに出たいんです。だから。
ああ、わかった。近く選抜レースがあるから、そこでまた君の走りを見せてもらってもいいかな。
Oh right, the girl from last night.
おーい。スカウトしたいウマ娘は見つかった？ってあの子を見てたのか。へえ、いい走りね。
Oh, I'm not sure yet.
そうなんだ。でもあんな子いたっけ？資料。マンハッタンカフェか。あの走りは興味を惹かれるな。あなたがスカウトしないなら私ちょっと声かけてくるね。スカウトですか。うん、まだトレーナーが決まっていないなら私と一緒にトゥインクルシリーズの頂点を目指そう。トゥインクルシリーズ、誰よりも強いウマ娘にしてみせるよ。誰よりも。それは彼女よりもですか。彼女って、あ、目指してるウマ娘がいるってこと？はい、とても早い。私の目指すウマ娘、あそこに。向こうには誰もいないけど、一体。私によく似たお友達、私を導いてくれた。
Yeah, and this is the part where that would-be trainer of hers, instead of scouting her, goes, okay, she's clearly schizoing out, so I'm just gonna back away slowly.
子供の頃から変わらない姿、前を走り続けるウマ娘、私の憧れ。はあ、ありゃダメだね。スカウトを受ける気もなけりゃこっちとまともに話す気もないらしい。
What you mean?
意味のわからないこと言って流されたっていうか、なんていうのかな。 こんな言い方あれだけど、
Kind of.
ちょっと不気味なんだよね。
What?
とにかくあなたもあの子はやめといたらろくなことにならないよ、多分。
I'm reminded of what happened last night.
もう一度何度だって挑戦させて。
Are we?
一緒に走るの好きだから。
I chalk up all that happened last night on my imagination, but perhaps there is something more at play here. Does she really not have any interest in being scouted? Mind drifts, pondering the mysterious Manhunt Cafe. Next thing I know, the sky's darkened into a murky night. Let's take a quick look-see. With the long day's work behind me, I allowed my mind to wander a bit. As it would turn out, I haven't been able to forget about Manhattan Cafe. I wonder if she's out there again. I make to leave my room and head for the track, not knowing who or what I will find. The door doesn't budge, no matter how much I twist and turn the knob. It refuses to open. Someone pushing on the other side? Knowing that shouldn't be the case, I tense up my shoulder and ram the door. It gives way this time, and on the other side, I'm greeted by nobody. I convince myself that the door fixture itself is to blame. I make my way down to the track without much of a second thought.
もうずっと子供の頃から追いかけてるのに、どうして嫉妬も追いつけないのかな。どうしてコーナーであんな風に加速できるの。どうして柳のように柔らかな走りができるの。本当にあなたはすごい。でも私も必ず追いつくから。走りましょう。何度でも繰り返し繰り返して。
Manhattan Cafe's silhouette melts into the shadowy reaches of the track. She soon re-emerges onto the final straightaway with an incredible burst of speed. Her jet black hair does well to keep her concealed in murky darkness, but she's able to make her presence known with an explosion of speed.
どうだい？彼女の走りはなかなかに興味深いだろう。
What do you get here, Tachyon?
いい反応だ。体温に変化はあったかな？脈拍から調べてみたいところだが、まあいい。君はあれだろ？スカウトする馬娘を探している新人トレーナーか、もしくは夜な夜な馬娘を観察する不審者といったところか。これはいけない。通報しなくては。
I'm a trainer.
そうかい。それはよかった。で、彼女は君のお眼鏡にかなったのかな？
I'm a little curious, that's all.
それは興味か、それとも不可思議な現象による吊り橋効果的な動機を伴うものなのか。まあ何にせよ、興味があるなら声をかけるべきだね。時間は有限なのだから。さて、彼女の反応も見たいところだが、私は失礼するよ。研究の続きがあるのでね。ああ、だが一つ助言をしておこう。積極的に生きたまえ。彼女は案外押しに弱い。
What was that all about? Strange phenomena, though. She also experienced such after interacting with Manhattan Cafe. What's up?
どうも。
You always train this late?
はい。暗い方がよく見えるので。
私に何かご用ですか？
I feel like you were talking with someone just now.
それはお友達です。
Glance around the empty track, unable to spot anyone else.
あなたには見えないだけ。どんなに目を凝らしても何も映さない。だから気にしないでください。気にする必要はない。私以外の誰にも認識されない。遠い向こう側にいるだけだから。
You have a friend that only you can see. Take your word for it, but what could possibly that possibly mean? A friend that only she can see. Talk about something like a ghost? Incorrect. What? No one's around but the two of us. I can't claim to have heard the voice, but my mind has somehow been infiltrated with an answer to my query. You.
気味が悪いですか？
No, not really.
いえ、何でもありません。失礼します。
Cafe gives me a slight bow and walks off. I cannot deny that I do seem to be experiencing strange phenomena. Could it have been something to do with this friend of hers? There's certainly a lot on my mind, but more than anything, I cannot stop thinking about her amazing running earlier. Now,
あなたは
I do want
私の
to...
普通をありのままに
Okay, so I do want to continue, but it's getting very late at night to me, for me. Obviously, that's my own fault for streaming it this late, but I will be back tomorrow, hopefully at a much earlier time. So thanks everyone for watching and catching me this late. I'll see you guys next time with more Uma. Good night, people.